All right, team, welcome to your very first shoulder workout. So we're gonna start with the holding alternating press. So we're gonna hold both up. Now when we do this, we don't wanna impinge that shoulder into the neck. Also making sure your hand is perpendicular with your elbow, okay? We're not pushing like this, all right? What we're doing, holding up, and watch how I come down. A warm up again is just to get warm. Try to get the coordination. That's the whole goal of the warm up, coordination, feeling any kinks, feeling any issues. So if your shoulders, you do have an issue, maybe you'll switch your plan up because sometimes you have to do that. Suck in, big blow, suck in, no pressure, blow. This is the only time I'll flex, and watch my shoulder here. Squeeze, then I release, up, squeeze, damage the muscle, release. But if I tense up the whole time or tense up into my traps, I'm gonna end up injured. Next exercise is the squeeze crush grip press. So we're gonna put two weights together, come up, almost full extension, suck in. Watch how my elbows flare out. They're not too in, they're trying to stay underneath those elbows still. Underneath those hands, suck in, blow. Suck in, just trying to hold them together nice and tight through the whole time and not trying to stress out your neck and traps. Next exercise, the single arm lateral raise. Gonna go up nice and slow on the way down. So as I come up, I don't want you to use tons of momentum. So as I go up, nice slow, squeeze, keeping arm almost straight for this one, maybe a 10-degree bend at most. At the end, squeeze. Keeping my other arm tight so my core doesn't get flimsy. I want to make sure I keep that core tight or you're going to end up pulling your lower back. Next exercise is the overhead tri extension. So when I grab the weights, you can see how I grab. I'm going to go over the head. Now the hardest thing is not stressing your neck out here. You want to make sure your hand falls naturally. You don't want to be tight in those joints, especially around the neck and around the shoulders. Slow as I come up. Look at the inside, my third head of my tricep here, I'm going to squeeze. As I come back, I'm going to stretch that, slowly come up, flex. Look how hard I'm flexing to make it hurt. It doesn't matter how much weight you have, just focus on relax, suck in, but destroying that muscle. Big squeeze on the way up. See how I naturally let it fall down, no pressure, relax neck, stretch that, slow flex, and learning how to actually activate. And if you're not sure, take your hand, okay, I'm doing a single arm run right now, and touch, big squeeze. Okay, next exercise is the ground raise. So we're gonna start them on the ground. So that is the challenge here. You're gonna have to pick them back up every single time. Raise, down, raise, down. Slight bend in the elbows, come down, but making sure again, not stressing the neck and traps. Think shoulder, quick flex, down. Shoulder, quick flex, down. Shoulder, quick flex, and down. Next exercise is the single arm full extension hammer grip press. So we're gonna go way up. I want full extension, come down, pause, pop chest, up. Again, keeping that hand perpendicular to the elbow, not stressing the neck, big blow up, come down, and you don't want to impinge that shoulder to that neck. Come down, big blow up, down. See, I'm not going super wide either. I don't want you to go wide. I pretty much want you to stay right in line with your shoulders. Okay, for our standard shoulder press, we want to make sure, again, we're not pushing super wide. We want our hands perpendicular to elbows as I come up. This is where this particular set should be your heavy set. When we get to the strength component of the exercise, that's what we want to focus on. Everything else is just a build up before that. So as I come up, big press, suck in, come down, big blow as I come up. That's your power right there. So if I decide to go faster, for example, watch how I go faster. Now the whole point here in working out for me is never speed, okay? It's never too slow or too fast, but doing it right. Quality, perfect motion, flex, getting every rep you can. I never really focus on the actual reps because it doesn't really matter. I can break it in 5, I can break it in 8. It doesn't really matter. Watch, I'll break it in 1. Up, Watch how I'm breaking. Broken. And I promise you, I will be sore just from that set. So the point is, ensure that it doesn't matter if you do 3 sets of 15 or 12, that's a standard number, okay? Focus on every single set you do, you make sure you damage, baby, every time. Okay, next exercise, we're gonna hit those rear delts, the back of the shoulder. So watch this simple movement. I'm bend knee, pushing into the bum. I don't wanna lean over because it's gonna hurt my lower back. If it does, pop the chest, bend knee, come out, nice and slow. As I come down, up, I'm tucking underneath those shoulders and up. Under and up. Under and up, and I'm gonna give you a side view here. Under, up. See how no pressure, come up, under, and up, and I'm gonna hold that last one so you can see how my elbow flares out, so it's focused on more of the shoulders than the back. Next exercise, we're gonna squeeze those weights together, the squeezed bicep curl, big squeeze. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use your resistance bands, just put them as close as you can, down, up, squeeze, notice my lean again, okay, I wanna show you that side view. Squeeze, not destroying my forearms by curling my wrist too much. Down, come up, and squeeze. Okay team, next exercise, we're gonna put this dumbbell just overhead, another version of the tri extension. I really like this because it's easier to get a stretch. Again, make sure the pressure does not sit in your neck. Come up, big squeeze. No pressure, let it go back as you're swinging the door back. You want it smooth, come up, squeeze. No pressure. Relax neck, get that stretch, come up, squeeze. One more time from the front, come back, up, squeeze. All right, we're gonna start with the lay down bicep curl. So you're gonna come up, big squeeze just like that. Full extension, up, big squeeze just like so. Again, making sure we're not curling the wrist, we're coming up, keeping that resistant. Big flex as I finish and holding that always at the end to really make sure you damage that muscle while you're there. All right team, one of my favorite exercise, the crucifix raise. So you're gonna stand like so on the ground, not stand at all, you're gonna be laying down. Come up, slight bend in elbows, making sure we're tucking under and up. What you don't wanna do is right into it, right? You wanna go under, lay down, and up. Under and up. Not gonna be able to go full shoulder height, that's okay. Probably a 20-degree bend. And again, see my angle. Gonna hold at the end here, making sure I damage those shoulders best as can be and not the forearms by squeezing the handles too hard.